Hello my friends and welcome to week 6 of the 6-week course. So if you've made it this far and have attended all classes through watching these videos, congratulations first of all. If you haven't done all of them, there's always a chance to go back and revisit. All the weeks we're focusing on different chakras, but more importantly, just building your body awareness, breath awareness, reconnecting with your body and your mind and all of that, which yoga is. And today we still have 6th and 7th chakra. They're both located in the head. Our 6th chakra, Agnya, is our third eye. And then Sahasrara is just at the top of the crown of the head or a few inches above it. But the good news is we won't be doing any handstands or headstands to activate these chakras. Instead, we'll focus on the rest of the body and kind of bring everything together that we've learned on this course. So let's start straight away, lying down in a comfortable position, unless lying is not the best option for you right now, in which case you may remain seated, but otherwise just find your supine position. Start feeling the connection of your body on the mat, the points of contact where your body touches the mat, as well as the points of contact maybe where it's not touching it. Start noticing your breath. Bring awareness to your body, and I will guide you through a meditation that will hopefully help you sink deeper within. Let's bring awareness to our feet, our ankles, shins and calves, our knees, thighs, quadriceps and hamstrings, and the base of the spine where the first chakra is located. Muladhara chakra is associated with the earth. It's the root chakra. It's responsible for legs and feet, your support, giving you strong foundation in life. From here, start noticing the four corners of your pelvic floor, the sit bones, sacrum, pubic bone, and all the internal vital organs located in the area. Maybe you can bring attention to your sacrum and activate that second chakra, Swadhisthana, responsible for the whole spine. Water is its element, and energetically it also governs our joy, creativity, flexibility of body and mind. Moving up, now let's bring our attention to our belly, location of the third chakra, Manipura, solar plexus. Fire is its element, and it governs digestion as well as how you digest life on energetic levels. It's also responsible for adrenal glands, pancreas, stomach, as well as your self-esteem and confidence in life. Moving even higher up the body with your breath. Let's now bring awareness in the heart center Anahata, our fourth chakra, sorry. My math isn't great. Your heart center, of course, governs your heart, your lungs, thoracic spine area in the front and in the back of your body. It's where your prana resides, or chi, or life force. Bring some loving and kind attention to that area of your body right now. Moving upwards to your throat chakra, Vishuddha. It governs your mouth, tongue, thyroid gland, your ability to speak up your truth and communicate in an authentic manner, to find your voice. And now let's finally bring the awareness to our sixth chakra, Agnya, located between your eyebrows, your third eye center. It governs your wisdom and intuition. And from here, raise your awareness to the crown of your head, to the blissful spot called Sahasrara. If all the chakras are aligned in the body, you will experience bliss and happiness and complete contentment in life. Contentment is also one of the ethical principles of yoga. It's called santosha in Sanskrit. And it's the ability to accept and feel content with what life is offering you, not striving to change anything. I invite you to set the intention for this practice of feeling contentment in your life. If you had your eyes closed, I invite you to open them right now. Bend your knees. Feel the length through your spine. Feel the connection with the earth. Feel the spaciousness and openness through the body. Maybe you can even sense your breath traveling from the roots of the spine, up through all the chakras, all the way towards the crown of the head, and then back down. Can you feel that energy flowing with every breath in and breath out, in and out of your body? From the earth up into the sky through the crown of your head. Can you also cultivate that sense of contentment and bring it to this moment, into your practice? And then perhaps you can take it with you into the rest of the day afterwards. Let's add some gentle movement and start moving your knees to one side and then the other. Windscreen wipers, creating some movement in the spine. Moving with the breath or rather, let the breath move you. Just allow your body to be breathed. Trust the wisdom of your body and let it show you the way into our today's practice. When you're ready, let's come to stillness. And now let's bring some movement into the upper limbs. Let's inhale your arms up, shoulder height. And let's rotate our wrists. You can make fists with your hands. And just initiate some rotation, warming up your wrists. Come to stillness. Inhale, and as you exhale, float your hands down towards the mat. If they don't reach it comfortably because of the shoulders being tight, you may want to bend your elbows and take your arms wider in cactus arms. Otherwise, keep your arms stretched out behind your head. Nice long spine, neutral neck. Feeling the base of the pelvis, of the sit bones on the mat. Let's inhale to lift arms up and exhale them down. And now you can move with your own breath. Bring your arms up as you inhale and then float them down on the exhalation. Inhale and exhale. Let's do it a few more times with your own breathing pattern. After your hands come down towards your hips, let's just pause there and then turn to one side, whichever side is calling to you right now. Maybe close your eyes for a moment. Go back to the intention of santosha, contentment. Inhale to rise up. And let's meet in Sukhasana, easy seated pose. Let's inhale your arms up and exhale, float them down to the mat. It doesn't matter how far they go. You can just inhale to lengthen the spine, and if you want to, as you exhale, you may want to move your hands a little bit forwards if it feels good in your hips, in your sit bones. Just check that both hips are still on the mat. Lengthen and sink a little bit deeper. You may even release your head and neck if it feels good. Inhale and move your hands towards your left side. Nose towards left knee. Exhale to move back to the center. Take a breath here. Inhale and move over towards your right side. Nose towards your right knee. Check that your left sit bone is still plugging down into the earth. Exhale to come to the center. And inhale to rise up. Inhale your arms up through the sides. Interlace the fingers. And then exhale to turn towards your left side. Inhale to the center. Exhale towards the right. Inhale, center, release the arms. You may want to switch the cross of your legs at this point. And on the next inhalation, let's bring your right arm up and then start exhaling and opening through your side body on the right side if you're doing the mirror image. Make sure that there's no dropping and crunching towards the front. You can stay lifted up high, it's okay, or you can go deeper, but check that your right hip is still plugging into the earth. Inhale to come up, and let's switch sides. Now your left arm goes up, and as you exhale, you start opening up through the left side of your body, keeping both sit bones on the mat, smiling. If it feels good for your neck, there's an option to turn towards your top arm, but if it's slightly uncomfortable, just keep your drishti gaze ahead of you. Inhale to come up, and let's do it again a little bit more dynamically. Inhale your right arm, and then go through the center to come back. Now left arm inhales and go through the center. See if it feels good in your body, and maybe repeat it one more time. Inhale and go all the way through the center. Last time on the left side for you. And let's go through the center. Lovely, guys. From here, let's find our all fours position. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath your hips. If there are any knee issues, you can always place the mat underneath. If you're struggling with the wrists, again, bring a folded blanket or go on your elbows if you need to. Otherwise, stay here and let's open up through the spine, through the thoracic spine and the heart center, through the cat-cow. So as we inhale, chest lifts, gaze up, belly button drops towards the mat, and as we exhale, we're rounding our back like a cat, chin towards chest. Inhale to open through the spine, through the chest, shoulders away from the ears, and exhale to round. Do a few more rounds following your own breath. Inhaling and exhaling. You can close your eyes if it feels good. And stay here or add some movement, which I like to call disco cats. So you can also add the hips to this. Going in one direction and then switching it, just moving your spine, your shoulders, your hips in any way that your body needs right now. So you can sink your hips back towards the heels and then up. See how it also affects your wrists and your shoulders. We're still warming up. So decide whether you want to apply more pressure or back off and let your wrists rest for now. And let's find some stillness here in all fours. And let's sink back to the child's pose. I would invite you to take the variation with your knees open, your toes touching, to open up through the hips a little bit, and also extending the arms in front of you. If you'd like, you can bring your hands to clasp over your head and see how you feel a bit of a stretch, maybe through your triceps, maybe the muscles on your upper back. See if it feels good. And also, maybe you can start rotating your forehead on the mat to activate our sixth chakra, Agnya, that's located between your eyebrows. See how that feels for you right now. On the next inhalation, let's come up back to all fours. And I'd like you to inhale your right arm up. Exhale, float it down. Inhale, open up through the side body, float it down. Let's inhale again. And as you exhale, thread the needle. And this is also a variation of a child's pose called Parshvabalasana. So you're opening up through the side of the body. The option is to stay here, or you can bring your arm closer to the head if you want to open up a little bit more through the side. So I have my left cheek, my left ear on the mat, and my left arm and shoulder are on the mat, getting a stretch with my right arm now next to my head. You could also take your right leg, if you're doing the same side as me, straighten it and then rebend it, and then you will feel a deeper stretch. Only do this if it feels nice for you, to feel more opening through the shoulder, through the side of the body. Exhale and slowly come back to center. And let's repeat the same on the other side. So I'm doing inhaling my left arm and floating it down. Sorry, it's my right arm now. Down. Inhale again and float it down. Inhale my right arm and then thread the needle on the other side. So my right hand is stretched out now. I feel a little bit of pressure on my right shoulder, but it's a nice shoulder stretch. And I can stay here if it's good, or maybe you'd want to bring your left arm closer towards your head and bend your elbow so you feel a bit more in your thoracic spine, opening through the left side of the body. And also you may want to straighten your left leg behind you and then rebend it to feel a deeper stretch. Lovely, guys. Let's inhale, and when we exhale, let's slowly come out back to all fours, and in any variation of the child's pose. So your knees can be together this time, and maybe even bringing your hands back down, hands by the feet. Relax shoulders, let go of any tension in the neck, in the head. Just enjoy this moment. fill your body with a sense of contentment. Stay here for a few more breaths if it feels good. And when you're ready, just come up to standing in any safe way that you like. We're going to take a variation of Surya Namaskar, sun salutations. Should be familiar to you by now, most of these postures that we've been doing over the last 6 weeks. So let's inhale to bring arms up and overhead. Exhale to fold. Remember, you can stay as high as you want to. There's no need to touch the mat. If you do, you can bend your knees generously, especially if your hamstrings are tight. Inhale to come up halfway, straight back, long spine and neck. Exhale to fold and then step your right leg back, knee bends, and just come up into a lunge. So your right knee is on the mat, your left knee is bent and in front of you. If you have any issues with high blood pressure, then you probably want to keep your arms here. Otherwise, the option is to take your arms up and overhead, maybe even look up towards the ceiling, the sky. See how it challenges your balance. And then let's bring your right elbow outside of left knee and just hook it there gently. And we're going to add some shoulder rotations on the left side. So inhale your arm and let's make a circle. Your gaze can follow. See how you need to engage your core to stabilize yourself. And we've done 4 one way, and then let's switch the direction of the circle. You can make smaller circles if there's any tension in the shoulders, of course. You can even just stay here. It's absolutely fine. You can go as slowly as you like, and if you find a tight spot, just breathe into it. Let's frame the foot, tuck the toes of the back foot under, and step into the down dog. So the first downward dog of the day. Do whatever you need to do in this pose to make it feel right for you. So your feet are about hip width apart, hands about shoulder width. You want to bring your chest towards your thighs. Knees are soft, and you can add the bend to the knees if you need to. You can shake your head yes and no. Let go of any tension in the neck. Lovely. From here, let's step the right foot forward. Bring the left knee down. Flatten left foot on the mat. Inhale to come up and bring your hands on your hips for a moment. And then you can take your arms up and overhead, softening the shoulders away from the ears. Maybe looking up if it feels good. Let's now bring the left elbow outside, right knee, and repeat the circular movements of the shoulder on this side. So inhaling and just start rotating your shoulder, your arm all the way around. Maybe taking your gaze to follow if that doesn't affect your balance too much. And after we've done 4 circles in one direction, let's switch it and take it all the way around the other side. You can also bring the hand here if it becomes too uncomfortable, but this way you also might get a nice stretch in your glutes. Let's bring both hands to frame the right foot. Curl the toes of the back foot under, and let's step the left foot to meet the right in forward fold. Head and neck nice and long and relaxed. Inhale halfway to flat back. Exhale to fold a little bit deeper, but bend your knees if you need to. And then going through the feet, feeling the strong foundation, rising from the roots. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Let's bring our hands through our third eye into the heart center and release into Tadasana. Let's repeat the same, starting with the left leg, and we'll take the option of high lunge, but only if you wish. Inhaling and exhaling to fold. Inhale halfway, exhale, left leg back, knee on the mat, or stay in high lunge. Inhale, arms up, or keep your hands on the hips. Let's take a few breaths here. Feel the strength in your legs. Your back leg, you're on your toes, yeah, your heel is off the mats and the lunge. And let's add the rotation. Actually, let's just take the hands out to the sides and inhale them back. And then open up to the other side. See how you're doing with balance. Inhale. Let's frame the foot. And then right foot goes back into down dog. Walk your dog again if you need to. Feel free to bend both knees. Lengthen through your spine. Send your hips, your sit bones up and into the sky. Feel the strength in your arms, in your shoulders. Engage your Manipura, your third chakra, your abdominals. Can you feel your body really connected from your roots to the crown of your head? Every part of you working together. You can shake your head yes and no. And then on the next inhalation, step your left foot forwards. Bring your right knee to the mat if you need to, or stay in high lunge. Inhale to come up, bringing your arms up. Remember, the optional on the knee is just as good, so just do what feels right for your body right now. Maybe find a drishti point, your gaze to help you with balance. And when you're ready, let's open up our arms to the sides. Maybe even look back towards your back arm to challenge your balance. Inhale to come up to center. Exhale. Take the arms the other way. Doesn't matter which side you started from. So it's a nice spinal twist as well. Strong legs. Maybe look towards the back arm. Inhale to come up for a moment. Frame your foot and then step your back foot through to meet at the front of the mat and forward fold. Let go of all the tension in your hamstrings, in your back, in your neck and head. Inhale to flat back. Exhale to fold again. And now let's root to rise all the way up. Bring the hands together through the third eye chakra into the heart center. Let's open our eyes and just notice how our body is feeling right now. If you want to close your eyes actually and bring one hand onto your belly and the other onto the heart center, it might be just nice to sense into your feet and your legs and your pelvis, as well as your core and the heart and the throat and then the head. Maybe you can feel that sensation of contentment flowing through your body right now. Beautiful, guys. Let's open our eyes. And from here, we're going to do some standing postures. So, yeah, I'll face you this way, as you should still be able to see me pretty well, and that way I don't need to move my mat much. Let's take our legs wider than the hips, with feet facing about 45 degrees and knees following our feet. And we're going to do the Ashvatasana pose, or horse stance. When we inhale our arms, we bring them up and overhead. And as we exhale, bring the heads to the heart center. We start opening through the knees, sinking into a variation of a yoga squat. Just notice your knees, make sure that they're following the same direction as your feet, lengthening through the tailbone, through your spine. Inhale to come up. Give your legs a bit of a shake if you need to. Let's turn our right foot the same way as the long sides of the mat. Take your feet wider now, and then your left foot rotates about 45 degrees in. We're going to bend the right knee and then inhale to add the arms, warrior two. So you should be able to see your big toes on the right foot. Your shoulders are away from your ears, and the gaze, the drishti point, is on the middle finger of the right hand. It's as if you're trying to split the mat between your right and left foot, so there should be about the same weight distributed evenly in both sides of your body. Feel the strength through the core as well. Strong foundation in the legs, and then length through the spine and out in the crown of your head. to come up. And if you have a block or a thick book, or would like to use any other prop, now's a good time to get it and place it just outside of your right foot. So it's the same stance for the legs as in Warrior Two. And we're going to go into triangle pose, Trikonasana from here. So your front leg is straight, but keep softness in the knees, especially if you tend to overextend them. And then inhale the arms out, stretching out. Feel nice long line. And then start tipping over forwards. And when you reach the edge, just windmill your hands down, and that's where it's great to have a block, because you can place your hands, your right hand on it. If not, you can just give it outside of your leg, your shin. You can reach the floor. If you can reach the floor, that's great. I can't do it without collapsing, and that's not the aim. We want to stay lifted through the top part of the body and stacking shoulders one on top of the other. Feel the strength of your legs, and then lengthening and spaciousness and openness through the upper body, through the chest, through the heart center. You can keep your gaze down if it's better for your neck, or you can look up towards the left hand. That's up to you. On the next inhale, rise up. Let's go back into the center. Bring your feet closer together again, just wider than your hips. Feet 45 degrees, knees following the feet. Length through the spine and the tailbone down. Strong position of the core. Softening the shoulders away from the ears. Smiling through the collarbones. Let's inhale, your arms up. And as we exhale, we're sinking down again into the yoga squat. And this time, we can take the arms out to the sides, cactus arms, opening through the chest, through the heart. Just think of all the chakras in your body that you need to activate now to feel relatively comfortable in the pose. Let's come out of it. Give your legs a shake, your arms a shake if you need to. And let's take Warrior Two and Trikonasana on the left side. So maybe make your stance a bit wider now, with your left foot parallel to the long edge of the mat, your right foot about 45 degrees in. Then let's bend the left knee, so the knee's over the ankle, and I can see my big toe from here, so there's no sinking of the knee into here, right? It's opening. Your left thigh is outwardly rotating, and your right thigh is inwardly rotating ever so slightly. Inhale your arms out to the sides. Feel the strength of the warrior. It's Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Nice strong legs, core engaged, length through the spine, neutral neck, gaze on the left hand, middle finger, shoulders away from your ears, open heart, open chest. Check that you can still breathe and smile. It's always a good sign. And then exhale. Release your legs. Give them a shake. Maybe move your shoulders a little bit if you need to. And we're coming into Trikonasana, triangle pose on this side. So I don't need to change my stance at all, but if for you, you need to move your feet a little bit to get more comfortable, it's absolutely fine. And let's take our arms out and stretch through the fingers. Just feel that line in your body from one side to the other. Keep the knees soft and let's start tilting forwards. And then exhale. Maybe the hand reaches the floor, the mat. Maybe it's a block, or just keep it outside here, but try to stay lifted through the top part of the body as well. Open out through this right side. Maybe lift your gaze towards the top arm, or if it's better for your neck, keep it down. Keep your neck and head relaxed. Keep the soft bend in the front knee. On the next inhalation, lift yourself up. Bring your feet closer together again. And let's take Ashvatasana, the horse stance last time. Inhaling our arms out. And then sinking into our squat. And maybe this time just bring your thumb and index fingers together and take your hands outside of your thighs, just resting. See if you can relax into this posture while still maintaining the strength through your legs and length through the spine. Inhale to come up. And well done. We're almost through with the standing postures. And last one will be Vrikshasana, or tree pose. It's standing posture, but also a balance. So of course you'll need to engage your core, your abdominals, lift your kneecaps, engage your thighs. I will give you some options for your hands and for your feet. As always, choose what's right for you, what's best for you, for your body. It doesn't matter what it looks like, it only matters what it feels like. So if you want to start by bringing, excuse me, it is an extremely warm day today. When I'm recording, it's like 22 degrees out, sunny, so I'm overheating slightly. I don't know if you can tell. Let's bring your weight into your left leg first. So I'm doing the mirror image. I think it's easier. And just, reconnect that foot into the earth. Feel the connection. See how it feels if you just lift off your left foot, your right foot a little bit. And then you can just place your knee, your foot here, and it's fine. Or maybe you can bring it higher. Try to avoid the knee area, or particularly pushing at the knee. If it's just slightly touching it, it's fine. Or maybe you want to take your foot out into the groin, if that's good for you. And it helps if you find a drishti point, so a gaze point, something that's not moving, not a person, not somebody who is wobbly. And you can stay here with your arms, or you can take them up and overhead, keeping your shoulders soft. See if you can still breathe and smile and feel spacious and strong, rooted through your foot, and at the same time rising up into the sky through the crown of the head. Let's bring our hands back together and place the foot down. Good job, guys, well done. And let's repeat the same on the other side. Remember that this side may feel differently, so you may even take a different option, that is absolutely up to you, and always start from the easiest one and then maybe work your way up and see if it's good for you right now. But balancing postures are quite hard because it's not just the strength of your legs, of your core, but it's also keeping that focus. So be kind to yourself and be content with where you are today. So let's bring our weight into your right foot, lift the left foot off the mat, and just try to balance here and see if you're ready, feeling wobbly, and maybe just place your foot just right here. Open up through this hip a little bit. It's absolutely a good place to be. And you can always focus on the arm variations. Also, if you have a wall available to you, if you're doing it in your house or outside, feel free to use it. It's absolutely fine as well. Or maybe you want to bring your foot today all the way up into the groin, if it feels okay. See how it affects your pelvis. Is it tilting to one side or the other? And the option is to take the arms up and overhead. Find a drishti point. And just enjoy this sense of rising and rooting at the same time. Notice your long spine, your neck and head in a neutral position, shoulders away from the ears. Are you still breathing? Are you still smiling? I'm not looking at the camera because I found a drishti point somewhere else and it helps me. Let's bring the hands back down. Foot back down. Lovely, guys. Super well done. Maybe catch your breath or grab some water if you need it as well, just like me. And we're gonna find a seated position. And we're going to do a twist. Excellent. Just checking the time. So, Ardha Matsyendrasana, half Lord of the Fishes. We have done this pose, I think, in week 2, if I remember correctly. I don't know if you remember or not. So it's a twist. Seated on our sit bones. You know your options. If you need a block or something else under your sit bones to create more length in the spine. If there are issues with the lower back, please find your props. Otherwise, just bring one knee on top of the other, and you may want to stay here before we start twisting, or you may wish to bend the other knee. Once you do so, can you check that your both sides of the sit bones are still on the mat? Because if one side is off the mat and you tilt it to the other side, then it probably won't be a very beneficial stretch for you and you might want to extend that leg. Otherwise, if this feels good, let's inhale first to lift. Feel the length through the spine from base of the spine and the root chakra through the solar plexus and the heart and the throat and the third eye into the crown of the head. You can bring your right knee, or whichever knee you have bent now, on top, closer towards the chest, and place your hand behind you. Inhale to lift, and as you exhale, you can start twisting. So you're going in the same direction with the twist where your hand is, the hand that's placed behind you. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale, maybe to twist a little bit deeper. An option is to bring the elbow outside of the knee if it helps you with that twist, if it feels good. And if it's in your practice, you can also go into a bind. So your hand in the back can find your hand underneath the leg. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing because it's quite difficult, I think, to explain, but it may not be an option for everybody. For me, it feels great because it gives me an extra stretch in my glutes and my shoulders, so I love it. But you can just stay somewhere here or here, and that's absolutely fine, or you may be here as well, which is also great. Wherever you are, on the next exhalation, let's gently go back to the center. And before we switch sides, so legs straight or your knee may still be bent, let's just do a counter stretch, so to the other side, just a little bit. You don't need to go too far or too deep, but just see how it feels on this side. Lovely. Let's exhale back to the center. Straighten your legs. Give them a bit of a shake. And let's switch sides. So, right now my right leg is straight and I cross the left over it, bring it closer to the chest, and I may just stay here, or maybe I want to go a bit further, so I'm bending the knee that was on the mat and just staying here, and I can already feel it in my left glutes. It's quite nice. Maybe you want to bring your elbow outside of your left knee and then inhale to lengthen and then start exhaling and twisting back. See how it feels. Can you make sure that your both sit bones are on the mat? Feel the length through the spine, through the crown of the head, and then feel your sit bones on the mat and feel grounded as well. Feel the support coming from the earth underneath you. The option is to take a bind if this is what your body desires right now. Just make sure that you can still breathe and that it's a nice juicy stretch and you're not twisting and binding yourself just for the sake of it. Wherever you are, maybe you're here, maybe you have your bottom leg straight. Let's exhale to come out of it. And let's take a counter stretch, counter twist to the other side, just to open up. See how it feels for your body. Beautiful, guys. And let's release everything. Come back to the center. And the goodness is that we can lie down. Oh, I feel so good to feel the support underneath me. We're almost there. We're almost in our Shavasana. But before we go there, I would like us to take two more postures. First one here is our bridge pose. So as we inhale, we're lifting the hips off the mat. Doesn't matter how far they go, how high they go. And as we're exhaling, we're lowering down. Inhale to come up, and you can follow your own breath. Maybe stay up for a breath or two and then exhale if you wish. Or you may want to move more dynamically, following your breath. Just ensure that when you're coming down, you're doing it slowly and mindfully, and articulating each vertebra. The option is when you lift up to bring your hands and clasp your hands together underneath your sacrum and maybe get on top of your shoulders for a bigger lift, and also to open through the chest, through the heart. Might feel like a nice stretch for your shoulders as well. Then gently unfold the shoulders, open up your hands if you have them clasped, and lower down one vertebra at a time. And to release any tension you may have acquired through those poses, let's bring the soles of the feet together. And then take the knees out to the side, Supta Baddha Konasana, or reclined butterfly pose. It should feel nice, but if your hips are feeling tight today, then you may wish to place props, blankets, pillows, and blocks underneath your hips or knees, just to create some height. But if you're feeling good, you can just let gravity do its work. You can let your knees fall to the sides and just enjoy this time on the mat. You can keep your arms out and open, or you can bring one palm on the belly, the other one on the heart center. Maybe go back to your breath. And like we did in the beginning of the practice, see if you can notice your breath traveling from the belly up into your heart center and then back down. It's like a circular movement. Or you may wish to visualize it like a river going upstream when your breath is traveling from your belly to your heart and then floating down like a waterfall. Whatever imagery you can think of right now that will help you reconnect with your breath, with your body, and sense into every part of it. So can you feel your feet touching? And then your knees, just visualize them open out to the side. With your femur, the longest bone in the body, from the knee into the hip. Then we have the pelvis, with all the organs in that area. Then our navel and the heart center and the throat, and then your head. All of the 7 chakras aligned in the body. From here, guys, when you inhale, can you use your hands and bring your knees gently together? Then take your knees towards your spine, no, towards your chest, sorry. And just massage your lower back, create some gentle movement from side to side, or going in circles. Do everything else, anything else you need to get super comfortable, and then find your Shavasana. So you may just wish to have your legs outstretched, feet away from each other, hands open. If your lower back is bothering you at all, maybe you want to bring some cushioning underneath your lower back, or take a bolster or pillow underneath your knees to take off the pressure, or just bring your feet as wide as the yoga mat and let knees touch. So just take a moment or two and find the expression of the Shavasana that will be the most beneficial to you right now and will help you relax and cultivate the fruits of all the hard work that we've done over the last hour or so. Sense into your body and your breath. Notice if there are any areas of tightness, of tension, and see if you can let go of them. Just notice how your body is feeling right now, lying on the mat, feeling supported. And maybe you can take this moment and reflect on the last 6 weeks that we've done together. And just notice and wonder what you've learned about yourself, your body and mind connection. Just maybe create a sense of curiosity. Hopefully you can take it with you off the mat after this practice has finished. I would also invite you to go back to the intention that we set in the beginning of the practice, Santosha, the sense of contentment in life, being happy with what you have, being grateful for all the life offerings, not striving for anything else, for improvement, for achievements, just taking in all the blessings that you already possess. And I leave you with this final thought for today. People travel to wonder at the height of the mountains, at the huge waves of the seas, at the long course of the rivers, at the vast compass of the ocean, at the circular motion of the stars, and yet they pass by themselves without wondering. So I really hope that we've created this sense of wondering over these past 6 weeks that you will be able to take with you into your daily lives and not only your yoga practice. Inhale deeply, bring some movement into your body gently, maybe your fingers and your toes. If you want to yawn or stretch, go for it. Or bring one knee into the chest, followed by the other. Rock from side to side. And then come into one side, into fetal position. Find stillness. Notice the effects of the practice that we've done. Inhale to come up into a seated position. And let's inhale our arms together and bring them through the third eye, through the throat and into the heart center. Let's bow our heads together. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.